Good morning, students. Today, let us solve some more problems on electricity. These are some of the problems which appeared in the previous year's question papers, right? Board exams. The problem is like this: calculation of electricity bill. A household uses the following electrical appliances: a refrigerator of rating 400 watt for 10 hours each day. 2 electric fans of 80 watt each for 12 hours a day. 6 electric tube lights, 6 electric tube lights of 18 watt each for 6 hours each day. Calculate the electricity bill of the household for the month of June, for the June month. Underline this, for the month of June. If the cost per unit of electricity is 3 rupees, cost per kWh is 3 rupees. If that is so, what is the cost of what is the electricity bill for the month of June? You must remember, June means how many days are there? So simple method: January, February, March, April, May, June. So June will be having 30 days. So simple method. So for 30 days, if this is the way the electrical appliances are being used, then what is the total bill for that June month? So let us solve step by step. Answer: electric energy consumed. First one, electric energy consumed by refrigerator. Each day. Per day let us calculate. Afterwards we will multiply with 30. Each day. So this is given by power multiplied by time. Energy equal to power multiplied by time. Power is how much? It is given here, 400 watts, and time 10 hours. 400 watts into 10 hours. So no need to convert it into joules, so that you directly get in terms of kilowatt hours. Easy to calculate. So it becomes 4,000 watt hours. 4,000 watt hours means 4 kilowatt hours. So it becomes 4 kilowatt hours. So this is for refrigerator per day. Now similarly, second one, electric energy consumed by 2 electric fans. 2 fans of 80 watt each. Of 80 watt each for 12 hours. 12 hours per day. Again, we are using the same method, power into time. Power is, you see, power is given here 80 watts used for 12 hours a day. 12 hours. So multiply this. 12 8s are 96. 960 watt hours. Convert this into kilowatt hour. Divide by 1000. So if you divide it by 1000, it becomes 0.96 kilowatt hour. 0.96 unit. 4 units, 0.96 unit per day. And okay. 2 fans are there. I have calculated for 1 fan. Therefore, it should be multiplied by 2. So if you multiply it by 2, so that gives you 2 times 960. 2 times 960 comes out to be 2 6 are 12, carry 1. 2 9s are 18 plus 1, 90. 1920 kilowatt hour. So this is 1.92 kWh. So per day 1.92 units are being used by two fans, two electric fans. Now third one, electric energy consumed by 6 electric tubes, 6 tubelets of each 18 watt for 6 hours a day. So just multiply that 6 times. So I will write here 6 times, because 6 tubelets, 18 watts for how many hours? 6 hours. 6 hours. So 18 6 are 108. 108 into 6. 108 into 6. 8 6 are 44. Yes, you are right. 108 into 6 hours. So 6 is 48. 6 over 6. 648 watt hours. So that comes out to be 648 divided by 1000. 0.648 kilowatt hour. So this is 6 electric tubes of 18 watt each. 6 electric tubes of 18 watt each used for 6 hours per day. 6 into 18 into 6 hours. So it becomes 108 into 6. 648 watt hour. So that comes out to be 0.648 units. Now we have to add units. Plus this one plus this one. 4 plus 1.92 plus 0.648. If you add this, you will get total number of kilowatt hours, total number of units used per day. That should be multiplied by 30. So that gives you total number of units used in June month. That total number of units multiplied by 3 rupees per unit gives you electricity bill. Therefore, total number of units used per day, 4 units that of refrigerator, then 1.92 units that of fans, and 0.64 unit that of tubelets, 6 tubelets. Right? If you add this, it comes out to be 6.568 kilowatt hours. Now cost per day. Now cost per unit. It is fixed by the electricity board. Rupees 3. Therefore, cost per day, total cost per day, that multiplied by 30. Total cost per day becomes rupees 3 into 6.568. This is the cost per day. Therefore, bill for June month, this has to be multiplied by 30 days. That is for 30 days. So 3 into 6.568 into 30 days. So if you calculate this, 3 3s are 9. So if you calculate this, you are going to get 591.12. 591.2 rupees. 591.2. This is how 591 rupees 20 paise. This is how we need to calculate. So this kind of problem was asked last year itself. So you have to be very careful while solving the problems. Don't try to convert them into joules. So you will be under trouble. So convert them into kilowatt hours, because kilowatt hour is the commercial unit of electric energy per kilowatt hour. The rate is fixed. In this problem, it is 3 rupees, maybe 3.5 rupees, 3 rupees 50 paise, maybe 4 rupees, or maybe 4.5 rupees. Accordingly, you have to calculate, and you must remember the number of days of that particular month. Then only you get the correct figure. Okay. Now let us solve one more problem. Look at this problem. This is also asked in the previous year question paper. Draw a circuit diagram of a circuit consisting of a battery of 3 cells, each of 2 volt. Battery of 3 cells, 2 volt each. A combination of 3 resistors of 10 ohm, 20 ohm and 30 ohm connected in parallel. A plug key, an emitter, all connected in series. Use this circuit diagram to find the value of the following: total current in the circuit, total effective resistance of the given combination, and current through each resistor. So first look at this, consisting of a battery of 3 cells. This is battery of 3 cells. You know, each is of 2 volt. 2 volt into 3, it becomes 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6 volts. So it becomes 2 volt into 3, that is 6 volt battery. This is positive, this is negative. You have to draw it properly. Then there is a plug key. Then there is an ammeter. Ammeter should be always connected in series. Okay. Then there is a combination of 3 resistors. Look at this. Combination of 3 resistors. R1, R2 and R3. This combination is connected in series, right? One is 30 ohm, second one is 10 ohm, the upper one is 10 ohm, 10, 20, 30. So this is the circuit diagram, right? So you are asked to calculate total current in the circuit. So this represents ammeter. So this is positive terminal, negative terminal. So this is plug key, right? So when you close this key, right, the current starts flowing. I is the main current flowing through this. So you are asked to calculate total current. This current divides into I1, I2, I3. I1, I2, I3 through these branches. Again, these I1, I2, I3 combined together, they form total current I. So that this total current I is measured by the ammeter. So first, total current in the circuit needs to be calculated. How do you calculate? Unless you calculate the total effective resistance. So first we will calculate total effective resistance. B. Total effective resistance. So once you calculate total effective resistance, then you can calculate the total current using Ohm's law. So 3 resistors are there, they are in parallel. So R equivalent, they are in parallel, connected in parallel, right? R equivalent is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. So that comes out to be 1 by 10 plus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 30. So what is the LCM? LCM will be 120. 120 will be the LCM, or 60. 60 will be the LCM. So 32s are, 23s are, 10 6s are. So 60 is the LCM. 10 6s are 6 plus 3 ones are 3 plus 2 ones are 2. 9 plus 2. 9 plus 2 becomes 11. Therefore, 1 by R equivalent is equal to 6 plus 3. 9. 9 plus 2, 11. 11 divided by 60. Therefore, R equivalent becomes 60 divided by 11. 60 divided by 11 ohms. So you can convert this into decimal. 11 5s are 55. 5 means 11 4s are 44. 11 5s are 55. 5 means 11 4s are 44. 6 means 11 5s are 55. So 5.45 ohm. This is the equivalent resistance. 5.45 ohm. Okay. Now next, total current in the circuit. Problem number 8. Total current in the circuit. Total current in the circuit. Using Ohm's law. Voltage is 6. Total voltage is 6 volt. Total R equivalent is you can take 60 by 11. Therefore, current I can be calculated using Ohm's law. V equal to R I into R equivalent. I into R equivalent. So if you calculate this, it comes out to be, therefore I is equal to V by R equivalent. V is 6 volt. 6 divided by R equivalent. R equivalent is 60 by L1. So easy to calculate. So 6 ones are 6 tens are. So it becomes 11 by 10. 11 by 10. So that is 1.1 ampere. So total current in the circuit is 1.1 ampere. The next, what are the branch currents? Total current, then what is the current through each resistor? So current through each resistor can be calculated by the knowledge that potential difference remains same when the resistors are connected in parallel. That should be remembered so that it becomes easy to calculate. Now we will calculate current through each resistor. First we will calculate current through 10 ohm resistor. Main thing that I told you, voltage across each resistor remains same because these resistances are connected in parallel. These resistors are connected in parallel. So current through each resistor, how do you calculate? Using Ohm's law. Using Ohm's law. V equal to I1 R1. Yes. We have taken the 10 ohm resistor as R1. So V is same 6 volt. I1 can be calculated. Therefore, I1 is equal to P by R1. V is 6. R1 is 10. So it becomes 0.6 ampere. 0.6 ampere. Now second one, current through 20 ohm resistor. Current through 20 ohm resistor. Same, using Ohm's law, V remains the same, I2, R2. Where I2 is the current through the second resistor of resistance 20 ohm. Therefore, I2 is equal to V by R2. V is 6 divided by 20. So 2 3s are 2 10s are. So it becomes 3 by 10. That is 0.3 ampere. 0.6 ampere. This is I1. I2 must be okay. I2 is 0.3. So 0.3 plus 0.6 becomes 0.9. So if you subtract 0.9 from 1.1, you should get 0.2. Let us see whether we get 0.2 ampere of current passing through 30 ohm resistor or not. So similarly, current through 30 ohm resistor. Current through 30 ohm resistor. V equal to again I3 R3. Therefore, I3 equal to V by R3. 6 divided by R3 is 30. 6 ones are 6 5s are. So 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 is 0.2 amperes. Now if you add these three, if you add I1 plus I2 plus I3, if you add, you should get total current. Let us check. 0.6 plus 0.3 plus 0.2. We are getting total current, that is 1.1 ampere. 0.9 plus 0.2 becomes 1.1 ampere. That's how we can verify. So this is how you need to calculate, by drawing the circuit diagram properly and applying the Ohm's law. Okay. Now I will give you problems to solve. Look at this. I am giving you 3 problems to solve. In none of these problems you have any given circuit diagram. You are supposed to draw the circuit diagram yourself and then you are supposed to solve. 2 identical resistors, each of resistance 15 ohm, are connected in series and then later connected in parallel. They are interconnected to 6 volt battery. Calculate the ratio of power consumed in the combination of resistors in each case. What is the power consumed in series combination? What is the power consumed in parallel combination? Then take the ratio. Just draw simple schematic diagram, you will get the result. Proper procedure should be followed. Next, second, find the ratio of resistances of 2 copper rods X and Y of lengths 30 cm and 10 cm respectively, having radii 2 cm and 1 cm respectively. This is 1 mark problem, 1 mark question. This is 3 marks question, this is 1 mark question. Right? Similarly, a current of 500 ampere, sorry, this is the third problem. A current of 500 milliampere flows in a series circuit connecting an electric bulb and a resistor of 10 ohm in series. Connecting an electric bulb and a resistor of 10 ohm when connected to 6 volt battery in series. You can write in series. Okay, it is already written. Series circuit. Series circuit is given. There is no need to again write it. A current of 500 milliamperes flows in a series circuit consisting of electric lamp and resistor, both are in series, of 10 ohm. 10 ohm. Okay. 10 ohm. When connected to 6 volt battery, 6 volt battery is connected to this combination. Find the resistance of electric lamp. I think you will be able to solve this. If you are not able to solve, please ask me the doubt in WhatsApp. I have made a group 10th ABC particularly to ask the doubts, and you people are not asking any doubts. Only very few. I can count them on fingers. Very few boys are asking the doubts and getting the doubts clear. And most of you are involved with some other activities, sending unnecessary messages and all. See, use the group for constructive purpose. 10th ABC physics group is made for the purpose, and 11th ABC group is also made, and lot of questions are being asked, lot of discussions are going on, lot of solutions are being found by themselves and coming out with answers, and many questions, many boys are asking the doubts and other boys are involved in solution. But in 10th ABC I am not finding any such kind of activity. Please solve these problems, ask many other doubts, solve number of problems based on this topic. Electricity is very important as far as the numerical problems are concerned. Okay, thank you, have a nice day, bye.